Hello, this is Alessandri. Today I'm bringing you a multiplayer review of Transformers War for Cybertron by High Moon Studios. Now, not many multimedia franchises like Transformers have managed to make a good game out of all the content they have available to them. But just like Batman Arkham Asylum last year, this game is golden. It's managed it. Now let's move straight ahead and get to the multiplayer aspect of the game. Straight away you'll see we've got the basics. We've got the team deathmatch. We've got your deathmatch, which deathmatch is just free-for-all, in case the name confuses anyone. Conquest is domination, basically, for Modern Warfare 2. 3 nodes, go cap them, get points, win the game. Code of Power is like a demented game of capture the flag. Now, I say it's one flag, capture the flag, I think, from Halo. There's one flag, but the flag itself is a gigantic melee weapon which you can one-hit kill people with. So one team spawns attackers, one's defenders. The attackers have to get the flag, the weapon, and bring it back to the base, and then the game switches. Or if they fail, the round's over. Countdown to Extinction is sabotage. So it's basically get the bomb in the center of the map, plant it in the enemy's base, and make sure it goes off. Power Struggle is King of the Hill. So it's just a node randomly comes on the map, your team have to get in it, clear the enemy from it, and the longer they stay in it, the more points they get. So let's move on again to the character creation. Now we have 4 character classes in this game, and the abilities are rather RPG-like in nature, which instantly hints at more strategy than you'll ever find in a game like Modern Warfare 2, Battlefield, Bad Company, or any of those kind of FPSs. So let's talk about the customization available to you in this game. Now for each class there is a set of 4 weapons you can choose from. So you can choose, for example, with a scout, you can choose to snipe with a null ray or an energon battle pistol with scopes, or you can choose to play close range with a shotgun. It's all up to you. Now each class also has a set of 4 different abilities which change how you play the game, change how you approach it with some classes completely. So we'll go into more and then when I do the character descriptions. There's a set of 3 perks available. Now the first 2 sets of perks are more of what edit your abilities, or one's geared towards your class rather than overall, whereas the third set of perks is one that's mostly available between every single class, like this rapid recharge perk is on every class. Now you can change how you look to an extent. It gives you a couple of preset models where you can unlock more depending on how you do in the campaign, or if you pre-ordered, for example, where you can change the colours, you can change slightly how you look within your class. So you can have a slightly unique robot. Of course you've got to go by these preset models, but no matter what you can change it slightly to be a bit more like your personality. And a class profile which explains about the class, shows you your kill streaks, as there is kill streaks in this game, 3, 5, 7, just like World at War or the original Modern Warfare, and your grenade setups, your melee weapon, etc. Every class has a different set of 7 kill streaks as well, I'd like to point out. So to start off then, let's talk about the Scout. The Scout is your classic stealthy little guy. He can stealth as one of his main abilities. It's the main flavour of the class, in which you can use to capture points like I'm doing right now, or set up an ambush as I attempt to do. Other than that, it allows you freedom to move around the map. You can stealth, for example, then move into car form, and then drive around happily, or you can get perks that up your damage from stealth, or you can snipe from stealth even. So it allows a lot of gameplay options, allows a lot of leeway. The Scout is the nimblest ground vehicle, so you can always make sure you're bustling around, getting to the areas where the combat's going on and help out your teammates, be it capturing a point, defending a point, giving them backup in a firefight, anything. This class will get you there, and it will get you there in style. The other abilities on the class is a decoy trap ability, which basically puts a power-up drop on the floor, and if the enemy walks into it they'll get damaged. It's akin to the Mario Kart upside down question mark boxes. The Scout also has a dash which allows you to dodge around in and out of melee range if you wish, and mark target that I've just been hit with, which allows enemies to see you far and wide. Now we move on to the leader class. Now this class is one of your frontline fighters and has access to one of the best guns in the game, which is the X12 Scrapmaker. It and the soldier both share this capability. It is a very powerful frontline weapon, and if you see it you will be wanting to pick it up on most of your classes. As you just seen, I've buffed myself using the leader's Warcry ability. This ups the offensive and defensive power of you and allies nearby. So taking the tone of a leader very far, you're there to support your troops. You can buff them and lead them to victory, as it were. It has a larger HP pool, you'll see, than the scout, second largest in the game, second to the soldier, and can basically just go around supporting the soldiers, mowing everyone down. Other abilities it has are the Moleculon Bomb, which is a gigantic round ball that slows and explodes near enemies, and also the Barrier Shield, which puts up a barrier and stops enemy projectiles coming through, though the enemy can walk straight through it, I will have to point out. The other ability is Disruption, which when cast on someone forces them into whatever form they're not in. So it locks them in it for a period of time and they're stuck, so you can take people by surprise. Next on the list we have the soldier, the frontline's supreme commander. He basically is the tank of the group. You'll see him on the front being healed or laying down death and destruction everywhere. He literally is a tank if you transform him. Now he has access to all the best weaponry. As you can see, X12 Scrapmaker in use here. He has rocket launchers used for locking onto vehicle targets and taking out air targets. His abilities are Hover, which basically makes him to a slightly orbital weapon platform and do a bit more damage. Energon Sling, which disables the opponent from using any abilities. Ammo Resupply, which when near the beacon ups your damage as well. And most of all, never ever get into melee range with a soldier, because he will kill you using his Whirlwind ability. Keep your distance at all times, because that ability is monstrous in a group. Now on to my personal favourite, the Scientist. This class has so many different ways you can play it, it's just fun. Now you can either play it as a full-on support with sentry turrets and healing. So it has a healing gun as standard. You can pick them up from, of course, corpses of dead scientists, but this is the only way you can have it straight off and be a support class for your character. Now it has sentry guns, which you can leave on target positions or use to back you up, or you can spec them to heal as well. Now you can play it as a hit and run class, using such abilities as Shockwave, which is an AoE knockback plus damage, or the Drain ability, which basically just does damage while draining health from the enemy you're looking at, so it heals you, kills them, all good. Now this class has the added ability of Flight, so it can be more maneuverable than any other class in the game. Now you can use it to take high vantage points and snipe people. The Disguise ability is very useful for this. It camouflages you in the enemy's colours and gives you one of the names of the enemy's teammates, so you kind of like look the same, though you still have the Decepticon or Autobot markers. As you can see here, I come up on the point with a soldier and see two guys capping this base where they're both friendly but they're enemies. So my multiplayer overview / review is coming to an end. I hope you've got a bit of a gist of how the game plays and what the game's about, each character class, in this time through the gameplay and what I've been saying. I hope you can consider buying this game, because this game is a good game. It just needs to be got out there a bit more, and needs people to know about it, and then it can thrive from there. It's a very well built multiplayer game. So this has been Alessandri. I hope you've enjoyed watching. I hope you've enjoyed the gameplay and the review. Cheers for watching.